Hello everyone, greetings, my name is Luke Elijah, and my special wonderful guest with me is a very intriguing man, right? He's truly a Renaissance man. He's one of the most fascinating and awesome individuals I've known in my life. Alright, I'm very grateful and blessed to have him come on my show to share with you all about all his amazing adventures and escapades.
Thank you so much.
Xiao.
Hi everyone, I'm Ben, and well, that was a very flattering introduction. I really don't consider myself a Renaissance man. Maybe more jack of all trades.
Right, Ben, to me you're very fascinating, and why I call you a Renaissance man is because you truly you're expert in lots of fields, and you really have interested in many things, right? For example, right, anytime I have any question about botany, related to plants or animals or pets, I turn to Ben. He surely has the answer. He owns so many pets. His home is like a zoo. He's got everything, right? He's got everything. Dogs, cats, parrot, fishes, therapists, and you name it. Reptiles, insects, everything, you got, this is your interest,
I do love the world. I do love Mother Nature,
Yeah.
and this is where we live. So I do believe in sharing my space with them as much as possible. It keeps me grounded, it keeps me involved with the things around me, not just with people. So yeah, I think my interest stems from just a love of
nature
life.
and mother.
Yeah, life. Just love for life.
Love for life, right.
Which sometimes eludes me. But it all it happens once in a while.
Well, speaking of animals, you are actually a award-winning pet groomer. Could you tell us a little bit about that? How you got interested in grooming pets and winning so many trophies? In his home, there's a whole wall of trophies and medals. So many that he couldn't even display all of them, right? You had put some into storage as well. How did you go to that?
Well, it's not exactly a pet groomer that I'm known for. I actually did compete in some dog shows and cat shows with my own animals, some that I've bred. And these conformation shows, of course, are a combination of grooming,
obedience training and stuff.
Well, there's a bit of training, but training is more for conformation and beauty, not so much.
So it's aesthetic. It's aesthetic
exactly.
competition.
Exactly.
Okay.
So my in the past, my kennel and cattery name was Kaleida, which meant beautiful shapes, as in kaleidoscope. So I had highlighted that the animals were in good condition, they were in beautiful silhouettes. So I did win quite a few top awards for that in my past. So that's perhaps why the grooming part came in, because the grooming was also very important in displaying or competing with the animals, as well as the handling of the animals.
Yeah.
So it was one of the few owner-groomed, handled, and raised cats and dogs that were in the show ring, which did very, very well for me. And I'm glad to be able to share some knowledge with the pet industry in Singapore. I also bred the one and only hairless guinea pigs in Singapore. And so if you do see one at the pet store, it started its humble beginnings here in my home.
Right, you really like exotic animals, and you're like a pet animal whisperer for sure,
I won't call myself that, but yeah, I do love them very, very much, and I think maybe the passion shows in the success.
For sure, truly, he's very humble. He really has so many trophies and awards. I was like, wow, flabbergasted by it, right? Ben.
More to come.
Yeah, more to come. The best is yet to come for sure. But Ben, you were once a stage actor, and that was translated into, loving to perform on stage. And you are actually a go-go dancer in many of the clubs in Singapore. And right now you're transitioned into teaching pole dancing. How did that happen, right?
Wow. Those are really, really tough questions. I think when I was in school, I've always loved the stage.
Yeah.
I was always acting in drama clubs. So it was a natural transition to try and make it part of my career. When I turned 22, I decided to audition for some roles in some plays. I was very, very lucky to be given opportunities by Wild Rice, Toy Factory, various companies, to be in
their local production.
In really good leading roles as well. So
I've seen some of your plays.
I had really good experiences, and I'm very, very thankful for them. But I think it came a point where I decided I wanted to give back in a different way to society. So I decided to work with children, which was also part of my involvement in school, where I used to teach the less able, the more challenged children. So I formed a company to work with young children, mainly kindergarteners, and taught them music, drama, dance, and art. So I did that for 10 years.
10 years, just commitment and dedication.
It was challenging, of course, working with children. They say never work with children and animals, and then I work with both, right?
Well, you have the touch, man. Yeah.
No, it was very, very tough. And of course, working with children meant that I had to take time off the stage. And but dancing was nice. It was just like, you could do it on and off in your free time. A few clubs called. Of course, it didn't quite gel with my paternal, pastoral care for children that I was dancing in the clubs and yet teaching children in the day. But I was able to keep that separate.
Yeah.
And it was fun when it brought me to various places which I would never have gone: Guangzhou, Taipei, certain parts of Malaysia, KL, Malacca.
Right, this shows
nice.
how good a dancer he is, that he's so in demand that companies fly him overseas to perform in their events, it's amazing.
Once again, I don't know where to put my face, but thank you, Luke. But it's been nice. I've been very, very fortunate.
I mean, you deserve it. You're hardworking, you're dedicated, you're committed to what you do, and you're very talented, for sure. Multi-talented, true Renaissance man, like I said. But how did this pole dancing thing come about? And most people think when you think pole dancing, they think it's for girls. How is it that a guy is doing it and is teaching it to other people as well? It's very fascinating. It's very interesting.
I've always seek to challenge gender
Norms.
Where girls can't play soccer or can't play rugby, or boys can't do pole. Yes, we may have some anatomical differences, but I think with training we can rise the challenges and perhaps even surpass what we think are gender norms in success. Pole is a very unique opportunity to display your physical prowess as well as your style and artistic talents. It's really a merge between sport and art. It's also unique in the sense that it's a vertical pole. Most of us are comfortable with horizontal grips,
yes.
or rather lateral displays of strength. But once you're suspended in a pose up there, it really feels different. On top of that, the pole spins. And this spinning lazy Susan effect really allows for a 360-degree appreciation of the human form. And that I think is very beautiful.
I think so too. I've seen you in action and I found it really wow. I said, how can Ben do it? He looks so heavy, right? But yet you look like a graceful swan. It looks like the pole is just an extension of you, right?
If you put your heart to it, you always make time for things that you love.
Awesome, alright. How often do you teach pole dancing?
Currently, I teach it once a week at Bobby's Pole Studio, Singapore, at Queen Street. Unfortunately, I have to say that Bobby's has come to an end of an era and it's closing by the end of the year. So we're still looking for a home.
So another location, right? So if you guys know of a good location.
But I have a pole right here at the back of the camera over there. But it's just one pole, so
not enough, right, to teach a class. Yeah. So if you guys know of a good location where they can relocate, contact them, right, for it. Right. Then you're now a fitness instructor, right? And could you tell us? Personal trainer. Could you tell us how did that came about? And you're looking really good. Look at your physique. Right. Muscle man. Look at that. Wow. Right.
I have to thank my trainers, Joe and Augustine from the Fitness Factory, who are also my mentors and really good friends. I'm very inspired by them, both in my personal life and in my career. How I got involved with fitness? It must be through dance. I mean, through the love of movement and the human form. It was just a natural progression due to my injuries.
Yeah.
rehabilitating my injuries and learning more about the human body. I thought, or I truly believe actually, not just think, but I truly believe that prevention is better than cure.
For sure.
I mean, the human body is an amazing organism. I almost said amazing orgasm, but that's just do we have to censor that? But it's an amazing organism because it works on a principle of negative feedback. So if you are not doing something, it tends to degenerate. And if you are continually working at something, it tends to get better. So it's a simple case of if you don't use it, you lose it.
Lose it, yeah.
And fitness and exercise really is just maintaining what you were given.
Yes.
You know, and we can't take much with us everywhere, but we certainly have our bodies all the time that we can abuse, but also take care of in terms of nutrition and exercise.
And speaking of that, you actually have your own personal experience of injuring your back, and that was a very low period in your life, but yet you managed to triumph that and turn it into positivity. Could you share with us a bit of that experience and how you can, that experience has enabled you to empathize with your clients better who have sports injuries?
You're absolutely right about having pain in your life, physical pain as well as emotional pain, and these injuries in your life actually, believe it or not, do make you stronger.
They do, for sure.
You may not recover fully from them, but you certainly will know and learn how to manage them better. And it formed a big part of my career change, you know, from teaching children to being a personal trainer. Dealing with pain and my back injuries has taught me a little bit about how to rehabilitate my own injuries as well as help others, because empathy is there.
Yes, for
If
sure.
you've never had these issues in
Yourself,
your life, you might not be as good as you know as now in connecting with your clients.
Right.
So that certainly has been a blessing,
For sure.
although a very painful.
Yeah, so you turned adversity and you saw that situation as to serve you in a positive way, so it became a blessing in the end.
Yes, yes. So from rehabilitation, it turned into a want for a change in my career, so that I could help others
Who are going through the same
who are
thing.
going through similar things. And of course, the benefits of exercise saw through even bigger changes, you know, in terms of how you look, how you feel, energy levels. Instead of waking up dreading the day, you wake up fully refreshed, energized, you have better sleep. Sex life is better. You look better in your clothes.
So many benefits.
There are many benefits in having a healthy lifestyle. So it really is a very deep change that exercise.
It's transformative. Yeah. Could you give the audience one quick fitness tip?
You are what you eat, and if you don't use it, you lose it.
Right, that's simple and punchy, to the point, and you know, it's so simple yet people tend not to take this kind of wisdom to heart. Alright, again, it's like your body's like a car. You know, you don't put shit fuel into your car. Why should you put shit fuel into your body?
Yes, absolutely. And if you don't use your car, it can't start.
Alright, so you need to grease it, you need to use it all the time. Right. Ben is also very unique in the sense that he's actually a crime buster. Recently, you won a medal, right, for being a sporty neighborhood crime catcher and buster. Right? Could you share with us a little bit on that and show us the medal that you won as well?
Okay, I'll show you the medal first. Okay,
Right, we need more.
You can tell it's like pre-prepared, right?
Yeah.
But, okay, well, this is the beautiful medal
It is very beautiful. Nice
that the
bar,
Ministry of Home
yeah.
Affairs has conferred. It's really, really very pretty. I've never had a medal conferred to me before, and it was for public spiritedness.
The bravery, you know.
Well, I won't exactly call it brave.
Yes.
I think most of my friends would do something.
We have done the same.
Would have done
Yes.
the same. I mean, to stand up for something that you think is a bit
Righteous,
amiss.
yes.
Well, what really happened was my neighbor's house got robbed, and I saw the burglars run off. So to cut the long story short, I kind of pieced together the whole thing and presented it to the police, including some videos that were accidentally taken from people around the estate who, they were just taping some, a cat rescue, and the burglars happened to be in the background, and I remember that there was something going on there, so I kind of traced the entire sequence of events, I was detective for the day, put everything together, and then
Superman
presented
to the rescue. Right, very lucky that you were there to to capture those moments and to piece together everything and solve the crime, helping the community.
Remember when we used to
Yeah, 好公民，对。
But if it was my home that was burgled, I would hope that
someone else will step up, for sure. Thank you, Ben, for your public service and for agreeing to come on my talk show. How can the audience reach you? Where can they go to find out more about pole dancing classes or to hire you to be a fitness trainer, the personal trainer?
You can contact me on Facebook at facebook.com/benxiao81. Okay. Or you can contact me on my mobile phone at +65, that's Singapore area code 97621047.
I'll be placing these links and this handphone number into the video as well as below the video description feed, so feel free to contact Ben. Thank you again, Ben. Very grateful to have you as a friend.
Thank you.
Right, so good to see you again and
Very
know that you're doing
good.
well.
Too long.
Yeah. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos to come.
Thank you for watching. Bye.